All right, going over the portfolio calculator additions, I just added a new stock index portfolio 39. And what this is, it's a combination of the 20 NASDAQ strategies in our micro NQ20 along with the 19 ES strategies in the stock index portfolio 27. Stock index portfolio 27 has 19 ES strategies, 8 NASDAQ strategies. And all 8 of those strategies are already in the NQ20. So what happens if you combine 19 ES and 20 NQ? You get the stock index portfolio 39. And we've been looking back, going back to mid-2016. So if we keep going back to mid-2016, this worst case drawdown is $40,000, about the same as the micro NQ portfolio by itself. And so I'm going to show you that. I'm going to save this as a different file and show you the data. I'm going to get rid of all the data prior to mid-2016 and show you those results. So I'm also going to show you additional strategies that have been added for Cobra 3 with a range filter and a larger stop loss. And so this is stock index portfolio 39 going back to mid-2016. You see it's up 563,000. 445,246, 270. So in the new era of volatility that started in mid-2016, picked up in 2018, and we've shown you that before in some previous graphics. It's what's working in the past and what's working now. Well, the past week or two it hasn't worked, but in January the net result was up, and in February the first trading day it is down. So it's in a good place to start. And so if you have all strategy access, you have the ability to trade the 19 ES strategies in here and the 20 NQ strategies in here, considering adding this for another micro portfolio to go with the micro 20. And let's just look at the new strategies that have also been added to this setup. So you can see the NASDAQ strategies. I've updated the NQ2 workspace and all strategy access. Let me pull that in here. You can see the NASDAQ is just real spiky all over the place today. And you see Cobra 3 RF is range filter. Cobra 3 with a $1,200 stop loss. Cobra 3 with a $2,000 stop loss. This was already in there. And in our video earlier, we made a video about the $2,000 stop loss and the range filter. We've added the tick pullback conservative and the tick pullback aggressive. So be updating ELDs, sending those to you, and you'll have the workspace if you have the all strategy access. If you have the micro, you got the update stop loss for what we're doing in that. So let's look at these new strategies listed in the portfolio calculator, and you'll see that these have been listed here. NQ $2,000 stop loss, a range filter with a $600 stop loss. So what you could do potentially is to remove this one and use the this is a conservative strategy. So you want to place a conservative strategy with the conservative strategy and aggressive strategy with the aggressive strategy. We did that with the tick pullback was aggressive, so we replaced it with the aggressive version. Now Cobra 3 is kind of conservative, so we replace it with the conservative version. And you're at 27,000 drawdown still. It doesn't change much. What you don't want to change much, the strategy itself is goes from an equity peak, from a drawdown to an equity peak when you add this range filter, but the portfolio it is not. So you could also, one thing you could also do in this is you could potentially add both versions. You could add the range filter and the $2,000 stop loss version at the same time. So basically when the ranges are low, you're trading two contracts. This one would have a $600 stop loss. This one would have a $2,000 stop loss. And when ranges were high, you'd only trade one contract. So it'd be like a hybrid strategy where you're trading two contracts during low volatility and one contract during high volatility with a bigger stop loss. And so that does your risk to worst case drawdown is less. About $10,000 is your risk to worst case drawdown. This number goes up, but it's about 12 or 13,000 if you just have this one. If you remove the aggressive one with the larger stop loss, your overall drawdown is less. Your risk to worst case drawdown is a little higher, but overall your drawdown, if you want a lower drawdown, if you think about this in terms of micros, that would be a $4,000, which is about the same that we're doing on the micro NQ20. And so if you did this on the micros and multiplied everything or divided everything by 10, these numbers we saw were like 39,000 and 33,000. They would now be 56,000 and 44,000 and 2,600 so far this year through February the 1st. And so we are going through a drawdown, but it is a normal drawdown for this setup. I know that we've had some other drawdowns in our other markets, but if you look at this drawdown right here, we started this back here, we took a drawdown. So we were in a drawdown, and we started and we took another drawdown on these micros, but this is in the stock indexes in general have taken a drawdown, and so the stock indexes have been our strength, and they go cyclical. And so we're right here, and you know, if the stock indexes start trading, even if after our adjustments the stock indexes just go into worst case drawdowns, we will pause our trading and adjust. You know, that's why we're trading small or not at all right now, because this market has been really hard. But if you break down the data, the stock indexes have still been our strength, and the hard part of the market has been gold and crude oil and the commodities. And the stock indexes, they were down in January, but they're not at worst case drawdowns when you separate them from the rest of the commodities. So that is what I wanted to share with you, the latest portfolio calculator. I'm going to upload the download version. I'm not going to upload this version where I remove the data, but I will upload the February 1st version, and you'll be able to test it yourself. And I haven't made any complete portfolio adjustments yet, but I may do that. And so you can test it on your side. You can look at this new portfolio. You can look at the new Cobra 3 strategies. The one thing that I have not done is I have not updated the margins completely on the E-mini NASDAQ. There's about 6 strategies that need to be added. So if you're doing your margin calculations, those could be a little off, but not all strategies trade at the same time. So keep that in mind, that I never see anywhere near all of our strategies trade at the same time in a portfolio. So that's what I wanted to share with you on February the 2nd as we continue to adjust for the largest volatility we've ever seen and stay with our strengths. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.